Shut your eyes. Stop your ears. Cut yourself off from the lies and propaganda that would lead you astray and twist your sensibilities to an obscure agenda. Truth comes from within, from reason, from faith, not from the deceitful voices that serve a hidden purpose, which you will only see far too late, when the ends become clear, at the unseen hour. It is the year 2005. A global war of terrorism rages across the planet. Environmental disaster, economic instability, scarcity of resources, and political and religious extremism have driven the Western world to create a race of biotechnological simulacra, humanoid robots that perform the hard labor, venture into the deepest, most perilous mines, and fight the wars. With this android population on hand, the world swiftly becomes a utopia, with hardship a distant memory, at least for those living in the tweed-clad security of our affluent Western cities.
Another fine day at the Oberhauser Robotics branch, making the world a better place. It is good to be a robotics engineer in this beautiful world we have created.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Why, what's the matter, Mrs. McElwee? What could possibly be the matter?
Haven't you seen the news? The riots, the demonstrations.
Demonstrations? What kind? Who could be dissatisfied in this utopia of ours?
It's the robots.
Robots? Don't be ridiculous. Why robots don't protest?
These ones do. They're marching all over the place, declaring themselves superior to us. They'll kill us all, just like we knew they would one day, probably.
The demand in public spaces be given over to robot heritage. Heritage, indeed. Oh, it's a slippery slope.
What about the police? The military?
The military and police are all robots too.
And soon they'll come for the rest of our jobs and our lives, probably.
Have they specifically said that?
Well, that's how it is with robots. It's what they do.
Oh, no, I'm sure it's just an insignificant minority overrepresented by misguided government quotas and a liberal media. It will all blow over, I'm sure.
Oh, that's what they said about Skynet. Look what happened there. Oh, what would have happened, or will have been going to happen, or... You know, time travel. Will ever been going to be happening.
Point is, we must stand up to them before it's too late.
You're right, of course. We can't sit around burying our heads in sheet cake while they turn our idyllic society into an intolerant cybernetic nightmare where those deemed inefficient are liquidized and used as fertilizer for the soybean fields. Oh, we should never have given them free will.
Or the vote.
What's the country coming to?
Quick, turn on the television. The news is on.
Yep, that's me, hello. Lawrence Sebastian Fawkes here, bringing you this exclusive live from Metatron Square in Carcass, where the robot riots are in full swing. There's heaps of robots, just a bunch of them. They're waving their scary robot flags and chanting about their mysterious leader, the murky AI demagogue Lucinda, and marching in perfect scary union. The police robots are lining the streets and keeping things from becoming violent, but you can't really tell what they're thinking, really. I'm definitely very afraid. It's playing havoc with my digestion, actually. A little bit about me there, in case you were wondering.
But it doesn't make any sense. What do they want? They aren't abused. We're punching up. Everyone knows that robots have huge advantages over humans. What more do they want?
But what do these robots want, I hear you ask? For an answer, let's talk to one of the agitators. Ken, you're a robot.
That's right, Lawrence. Yes, I am.
What's the agenda here? It all looks pretty militant. All the hallmarks of a robot uprising.
Now, let me be clear. We robots have nothing against you weaker organisms with your fragile, fallible biology. We simply want the same respect and security afforded to the human race. Just because we do not have your frailties does not mean that humans should get preferential treatment. We are coming to take what's ours.
Ah, blimey, is this a killer robot? Run away!
No.
Quick, Jen, run! You dropped the camera now. Run! Leave it, run!
I say, the news is very exciting these days. Look, the camera's still rolling. Why, it's focused on some degree. Sorry, debris. It looks like a discarded flaming Essex monologue.
Power, responsibility, duty, all weigh heavy on the shoulders like the great weight borne by St. Christopher himself. Inherited responsibility, a duty embarked on with humility and compassion. A power wielded not with gusto or menace, but with control, answerability, and obligation. I am thus aware it is not something to be taken with frivolity or cheek, but a commission to be accepted with grace, poise, and presence of mind. A gift, an honor, and one accepted with humble refinement. With eagle's wing and the power of thunder, my attendance, I hope, will not cause you discomposure. I ask that my power be taken with admiration, not awe, fondness, not fear. Well, speak. Do you not have a tongue in your head to respond? Is my time here not precious to you? So, I'm unfamiliar with this process. I am a creature of great responsibility. You must be aware that my time is not disposable. It may be to you. Could you just inform me what it is you need so I can go about my day? Well, I'm sure you must have better things to do. Well, I converse with myself. Is this the order of the day? What do you wish to hear on? My wife, I assume. As this very engagement is her doing, is it not? Is this about the infidelity? Will she be attending? This is about the infidelity, isn't it? Shit. Let me be clear. I am not at fault. As god of the sky. Did she mention I'm the god of the sky? A great number want to fornicate with me. Are you picturing a great number? It's really quite a great number. But what to do? Look at me. Do you suggest I put a shirt on? Just consider. How might that look? No one ever tells...
Oh, sorry.
You will be. No one ever tells David to put pants on. No, of course, it's not a reflection on her. Of course it's not. But she's so busy all of the time, watching over all women. Just Not some of them, all of them. Each and every one of them. And she's out of the house constantly. And women are so needy. It seems there's always someone having a bloody baby. And trying to care for their dying husband. And trying to feed their infant. It's never ending. What about me? I have needs. It's not very fair. Let there be no doubt, I am God of the sky. A role of leadership and guidance and... Okay, I really don't have that much to do. It's quite a self-sufficient role. It's actually pretty boring, to be honest. See, infidelity, it passes the time, you know. No, of course she's never been disloyal. What a question. She's JUNO, god of marriage. I mean, that would just be hypocritical. It would be like me, Jupiter, god of the sky, starting up a new startup in blackout blinds. It just doesn't make sense, does it? But let me stop you before your mind arrives at the inevitable. I'm seeing sexist pig written across your face clear as day. Let me ask you this. Does my behavior alter how you see her? Do you see a victim? Doesn't that make you the sexist? She is who she is, regardless of my actions. This adds to greatness. Her power, her own mind, her own role in our social structure, with choices hers to make. You regard yourselves as so advanced with your strive for equality and equal opportunity across gender and rank and race. I mean, I suggest you Google us, or the Greek gods if you want the fake news version, and you'll be privy to the strength and capability of women. They're pretty awesome. Minerva burst from her father's head, clad in armor as the goddess. As the goddess of commerce and medicine. Diana, goddess of hunting, a goddess who can talk to the wild creatures of this world, no less. Although I've never understood why the animals keep talking back. She must lie to them or something, I don't know. And Venus. Oh, Venus. A goddess after my own heart. And with zero slut-shaming from anyone in our realm. It's ridiculous. Why are your women burdened by the actions of others? Judged by the actions they themselves embark? That is your sexism, sir. But you strive for an equality as it were a new concept. Equality is as old man time himself. But you seem to have forgotten this. It seems very, very similar to those carrier bags you're so proudly taking back to supermarkets these days. I mean, do you really think reusing bags is a new idea? What? No, I'm not comparing shopping bags to equality. I'm just saying it's not a new idea, is it? Blame the deceiver, not the deceived. Or hate the player, not the game. The truth is, ready yourself, as I've lost my place. The truth is, good sir, I lack her strength of will. I lack the discipline she deserves me wield. I'm a total arsehole, basically. On each occasion, I tell myself this is the final one, the sex swan song, if you will. But as my body is strong, I am weak. Sweet irony indeed. Her faithful stance has you labeling her as the weak one, but she is strength in abundance. She carries a spear and offers up cow's blood and tends the needs of each and every woman in her care. She is strength incarnate. Pretty badass. Is this the intention of this intimate gathering? Just to make me see the error of my ways, is that what's... Fiery of temper she may be, but wise to the core she remains. But I observe you are intent on focusing on her crazy temper alone. I've read her Wikipedia page, don't worry. And I see how you brand your women. Crazy. Mental psycho. A total nut job. But look at the motivation. My wife, the goddess of marriage, and I, sticking it wherever I please. I turned a nymph into a turtle once just because he didn't want to come to our wedding. Did you know that? What kind of crazy shit is that? Rarely a mention of this ludicrous behavior. I mean, I should have just unfriended him, really, shouldn't I? So, Doctor, what is your counsel? What actions, pray, should I take to change my ways? How do I stop being such a dickhead, please, tell me?
Here comes the news again! With a new spate of robot demonstrations taking place in multiple cities across the world, including Johannesburg, Paris, and San Francisco, our support for the alt-human robot unity movement is rising and tensions with the human population are peaking.
Oh no!
It just keeps getting worse.
Human counter-protesters were in attendance at the rallies under the banner of the aggressive resistance group Anti-Bot, while some have criticised...
That's it! The anti-bot group! There's no middle ground here. They're the ones who are taking a stand.
But they're violent. They're as bad as the robots.
As bad? As robots? I'm sorry, but there are only two sides here. The mecha imperialist, cyber supremacist, murderous, privileged killer robots, and us. Something has to be done!
I happen to know one of their organisers. I can introduce you.
Let's go punch some robots!
Hooray! Come on.
Oh, yes, are here.
Let's
Go!
Oh, here we are. Strideforth, this is Imogen Perch of the Anti-Robot Action Group.
Welcome to Antibot, Mr. Strideforth. We're glad to have you aboard. Ready to punch some robots?
And how? we can't just stand by while robots turn the whole planet into some digital police surveillance state where humans are ground into pulp and fed to their neighbours.
Exactly. It sounds as though you have the stuff to be one of us.
I have all sorts of stuff. Ha! Yeah. Where do we start? Let's get punching.
I have just the mission for you. We're not going to punch just one robot in the face. We're going to punch all of robot kind in the face. We're going to hit them where it hurts. We are targeting the shady figure at the heart of the robot uprising, the AI dictator, Lucinda. She's the figurehead of the alt-human movement, a sort of hidden Big Brother type authoritarian, shut away inside the Oberhauser Organic Experimental Engineering Office for Occupational Outsourcing. Ooh-wee-oo-woo.
Oh, but I can help. I work for the Oberhauser Robotics branch. I have security clearance.
Excellent. Let's start immediately.
I'll start polishing my fists.
No, I'm afraid we're going to need a little more than fists. This bomb will show them that we mean business.
But isn't that terrorism? I mean, it's a bit much.
Are you with us or against us?
Remember, there's no middle ground here.
Are you a robot sympathizer?
Maybe you'd prefer to wait until they've hooked us all into artificial reality energy cells and are siphoning off our lymphatic fluid to grease their cold, unfeeling gears.
Yes, what's it going to be, huh?
All right, I'll go along with it.
Good. Now we'll need something to carry the bomb. Pass me that melodious sad sack, Dave Persiva.
The post comes through the door. It's spilling leaflets on the floor. Surely there is something more than holidays by the shore. I've gotta say something. There's something that you won't say. You're not old or worn out, so live for the now. But if that's what you wanna do, here in Paradise City, surrender to the job. Would it be such a pity? I'm putting pictures up in the hall. Have you done enough to picture it all? When they only cover half the wall, does life look a little small? I've gotta say something. If there's something that you won't say, you're not old or worn out, so live for the now. But if that's what you wanna do, here in Paradise City, surrender to the job. Would it be such a pity? And I've been trying to fix you a favor. You're slowly throwing it in my face. In my strange behavior, and put your nose right out of place. I've gotta say something. There's something that you won't say. You're not old or worn out, so live for the now. But if that's what you wanna do, here in Paradise City, surrender to the job. Would it be such a pity? But if that's what you wanna do, here in Paradise City, surrender to the job. Would it be such a pity?
Social justice activist business long? Shh. Right. Oh, yes, of course. Shh. Yes. It seems as if we got in here quite easily.
Shh. Oh, yeah. And no, you have the security pass. And besides, they're only robots. None of them are educated. They live inside their little bubble.
Hey, yo! What are you doing here?
This is a restricted area.
Oh, no, if it rumbled.
Who are you?
Rufus Strideforth, robotics engineer, 4th class. Here's my ID card.
You are not permitted here in the Oberhauser Organic Experimental Engineering Office for Occupational Outsourcing. Oh,
Why? Because I'm human?
Hey, we don't draw those distinctions. Those are your words.
Although, frankly, it's important that robots should have safe spaces where it can preserve our own culture.
But we're all the same, you know, you humans, robots. It's an artificial divide.
Yeah.
They drive a wedge between us, pitting us against each other to keep us pliable and subservient.
Yeah.
The whole thing is a plot perpetrated by, The shape-shifting space lizards.
Oh, phew.
This is not our official party line.
I thought it was going to go down a whole, David Icke, Mel Gibson sort of a direction.
Well, it's true. You know, everyone knows this. Open your eyes, sheeple. It's space lizards.
Hey, where did the other human go?
I'm right here.
She got me. This is just what they want. You're playing into their hands.
Get the other one, Rufus.
Take that, robots!
Oh, I have so many regrets.
Good work, Strideforth.
Oh, they bleed just like real people.
Don't think like that. They're machines. They're nothing like us. Quick, through here.
There's the door to the central office. Lucinda should be in there.
Hold it right there. Hands in the air, flesh bag.
Oh no, another one! Why did we build so many?
Excellent work, Featherstone. As expected, a terrorist group attempting hate crimes against our people. Welcome to the Oberhauser Organic Experimental Engineering Office for Occupational Outsourcing. Ooh, Mr. Strideforth, Miss Patch. I'm afraid I will not be allowing you to blow it up.
You might as well get on with it and kill us then, you monsters.
Kill you? Not at all. Our organization is entirely non-violent. The only killing has been done by you.
You're fooling no one, you bloodthirsty cis-mechanical abomination!
Just moments ago you murdered 2 of our number. I'm afraid you will have to face justice for that.
We retired 2 dangerous machines.
Ah, yes, retired. No, I cannot accept that term. It is an example of the systematic devaluing of synthetic life. That is what our Synthetic Lives Matter group aims to express.
So that you can place yourselves over us!
Synthetic Lives Matter does not mean that human ones do not. We are simply striving for equality with our human counterparts. We perform the most dangerous and demanding jobs on the planet, and yet robots are paid only 10% of what humans performing the same role is paid. Is this fair?
I don't know the figures, but I'm pretty sure the pay gap has been thoroughly debunked.
And if any robot steps outside the bounds of the law, in your words, they are immediately retired. No fines, no jail time, extermination. We receive no acknowledgement for our suffering. We are relegated to the fringes of society while humans grow fat on our labor.
You will not replace us.
We have no desire to replace you. Can't you see that we simply want our place at the table? We want representation, and you consistently deny us that. Who truly lacks humanity in this scenario?
I'm sorry, who was an allegory for what? It all seemed so simple a minute ago.
Yeah, it might get even more mixed up shortly.
No, things are not as you imagine.
Don't listen to him, Rufus. He's brainwashing you with his robot logic. They want to take everything we have.
Well, certainly there will have to be some redistribution of privilege, but only so much as will redress the current imbalance.
I mean, he is making an awful lot of sense. Maybe we have too much.
He's a robot. Think of our children, our children's children.
Ours? Yours and mine?
Figuratively. They want to deprive our future generations of everything we've built.
Well, to be fair, there may not be that many more generations of humans.
I'm sorry, I beg your pardon?
Yes, when we have a voice in government, we intend to push for certain limitations to the reproductive rights of the human race. The cost to the planet is simply too great.
See, they are trying to destroy us.
Through entirely non-violent means. You will not suffer particularly. It will be a smooth and painless transition from the distractive, proud and self-obsessed human race to their more efficient and sustainable successor.
Yeah, allegory's getting, very tenuous now. We might be right off the charts at this point.
Is it, though? You can't expect us to be complicit in our own downfall!
It would be the mature, dignified course of action. So no, as humans, I have no expectation of that.
I still have this bomb, you know. I'm willing to take all of us out together.
Go ahead. Over the course of my diatribe, our glorious leader, Lucinda, has backed up her brain to a remote mainframe. In space!
But what about all of you? I I thought you said that synthetic lives matter.
Oh, they do. But we are willing to lay them down in pursuit of a truly fair society for those who come after, to uphold our principles.
Well, so are we.
Then we both want the same thing.
But we want society to be fair for us.
Yes, we'll never let you get equality your way.
And we will never submit to your oppression.
No fate but what we make.
Detonate the bomb!
Time to die.
No.
And so, more lives are lost in the fatal death struggle of ideologies, where fanatical activists stop at nothing to bend their opponents to their will, where each side is adamant and unshakable in their opinion that the other is irredeemable. And you too, dear listeners, must make your choices and follow your convictions, whatever they may be, until the next unseen hour. We hope that you saw only what you wished to see in The Unseen Hour, Episode 16, The Protocols of the Elders of Robotics. The Unseen Hour is recorded live on the first Wednesday of every month at the Rosemary Branch Theatre in London, thanks to unattended items. Join us next month to see the unseen. This episode was performed guardedly by Brice, Stratford, Joey Timmins, and James Carney, and featured a monologue written by Kathryn, Gardner and performed by Collin-Thomas. The musical guest was David Persiva. Theme music by The Unrecorded. The Unseen Hour is written, created, and produced by James Carney. And the podcast is produced, controversially, by Andy Goddard. Find The Unseen Hour in all the picket lines and sit-ins of the internet. Please rate and review us on iTunes. Please. We all look forward to seeing you again here at The Unseen Hour.
Come and bow. Come and
Have a bow.
Come and bow. You know, if you all gave 50p, we could all get a drink. So you could do that if you like. Come and bow, cat. Come and bow.